the United States of America. It's a name that echoes across the globe, synonymous with power, innovation, and a dream. To truly understand the USA, we have to journey through its dramatic history, diverse geography, unique political system, and vibrant culture. Our story begins long before the arrival of European explorers. For thousands of years, diverse Native American tribes thrived across this vast land, each with its own rich culture and history. Everything changed in the late 15th century. Christopher Columbus's voyage in 1492 opened the floodgates for European settlement. The British, Spanish, French, and Dutch all vied for control, establishing colonies that would reshape the continent. Along the eastern coast, the 13 colonies under British rule began to take shape. But as time went on, tensions grew. The colonists felt oppressed by heavy taxation without representation and a lack of political freedom. This simmering resentment finally boiled over into the American Revolutionary War. On July 4th, 1776, a pivotal moment occurred: the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This document wasn't just a break from Britain. It was a radical statement, introducing ideas of freedom, equality, and individual rights that would inspire democratic movements worldwide. Now, let's talk about the sheer scale of the country. The United States is the world's third largest nation by both land area and population. It stretches from the Atlantic to the Pacific, bordered by Canada to the north and Mexico to the south. Within its 50 states, you'll find an incredible variety of landscapes, from the towering Rocky Mountains and the vast Great Plains to the mighty Mississippi River and the awe-inspiring Grand Canyon. The U.S. is one of the most geographically diverse countries on Earth. It has everything from sun-scorched deserts to dense forests and thousands of miles of coastline. This vast and varied nation is governed by a unique political system. The USA is a federal republic, meaning power is divided between the national, or federal, government and the individual state governments. To prevent any one person or group from becoming too powerful, the federal government itself is split into 3 branches. The executive branch, led by the president, enforces the laws. The legislative branch, Congress, made up of the Senate and the House of Representatives, creates the laws. And the judicial branch, headed by the Supreme Court, interprets the laws and the Constitution. This system of checks and balances has been the bedrock of American democracy for over 2 centuries. Economically, the United States is a global powerhouse. It boasts the world's largest economy by nominal GDP, a status built on a foundation of abundant natural resources, relentless innovation, and a history of industrial might. Major sectors like technology in Silicon Valley, finance on Wall Street, healthcare, and entertainment shape not just the domestic economy, but the global one. The US dollar stands as the world's primary reserve currency, giving America immense influence over international finance. But what about the people who make up this nation? The US is often called a melting pot or a salad bowl, and for good reason. It's a country built by immigrants from every corner of the globe. This has created an extraordinary tapestry of languages, religions, traditions, and, of course, food. American culture has also become a dominant force globally. Music genres like jazz, blues, rock and roll, and hip-hop all have their roots here, and Hollywood has made American films and television a staple of entertainment worldwide. Despite all this diversity, core values like freedom of speech, individualism, and entrepreneurship remain central to the national identity. Of course, the American story isn't without its struggles. The nation has grappled with deep-seated social issues throughout its history. The Civil War was fought to abolish the horrific institution of slavery. The civil rights movement of the mid-20th century courageously fought against racial segregation and discrimination. The fight for women's rights has been a long and ongoing battle. Today, passionate debates continue over issues like social justice, immigration, and healthcare, reflecting a society that is constantly striving to live up to its founding ideals. In the realms of science and technology, the United States has consistently been at the forefront of human achievement. NASA's missions put a man on the moon and continue to explore the mysteries of the cosmos. The internet, which has fundamentally changed our world, was developed here. American universities and research institutions are leaders in fields like medicine, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology, driving innovation that benefits all of humanity. On the world stage, America's role is undeniable. Its military strength, global alliances like NATO, and influence in organizations like the United Nations, the World Bank, and the IMF allow it to shape global politics, conflicts, and economic trends. This role is not without controversy, and debates about its foreign policy and global responsibilities are a constant feature of international relations. Education is another key pillar of American society. World-renowned universities like Harvard, MIT, and Stanford attract the brightest minds from around the globe. These institutions are not just centers of learning, they are hubs of research, innovation, and leadership that produce future leaders and groundbreaking discoveries. Despite its immense power and prosperity, the United States faces significant challenges today. Deep political polarization, growing economic inequality, and debates over healthcare, climate change, and gun violence are all pressing issues. The nation is constantly questioning its future role in a rapidly changing world. Yet, through it all, America remains a nation defined by transformation, ambition, and resilience. It's a place where the American dream, the powerful idea that anyone, regardless of their background, can achieve success through hard work, continues to inspire millions, both at home and abroad. The United States is more than just a country. It's a global phenomenon. Its history, its values, its contradictions, and its influence continue to shape our modern world in profound ways. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this journey through the USA interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world around us. See you next time.